Welcome to this video on how to add an additional search appliance to your Filr environment. You build the additional search appliance just like you will have built the first one. So you import the image, you add the additional disk, change memory, VLAN and so on, boot it up, go through the boot sequence setting the IP address, hostname and so on, and then you go into the virtual appliance administration on port 9443 and go into configure the search appliance, and there essentially as before you just set the password. That needs to be the same password as the other search appliance, the initial search appliance or search appliances if this is a third one you're adding. And so it's exactly the same, no difference in configuring that side of things. What you then need to do is go into each web appliance node that you have in your environment on the virtual appliance administration port 9443 and add that search appliance to each node. Anything you do through port 9443 typically has to be done for each node. Anything you do on the administration console is done for all nodes. That's done centrally. So let's just go into the virtual appliance administration on the first web node. Now I just need to type in https then the web address. In my case that's filr1.demo.live 9443. Then the username is going to be VA admin. Password is whatever you set previously. And then all I need to do is just go into configuration and just go to the search appliance options. Here by default on the large install or large cluster install, the configuration type will be server with the initial search appliance that we configured. All I need to do is change that to high availability. Notice here that I've only got the one password that I can define, so that we need to have the same password on all search appliances. Then all I need to do is just type in add. Here that's going to be Filr search 2.demo.live. This is the name. Typically I tend to make the name the same as the host address, so I'll just copy that down to the host name. Leave the port as it is, you don't need to change that, and then just click OK and then click OK. What we now need to do is a reconfigure of the server, so just click on reconfigure, and this will take a while, so I'll fast forward through this bit. So now that's finished, we need to go and do exactly the same thing on the next Filr web node, and indeed if I've got additional web nodes on each node there. Having done that, what we next need to do is a full reindex for this node. So to do that, just go into the administration console. So in this case I'll just log in to any of the web nodes. So here I'll just go into Filr web1.demo.live. I don't need a port there. Don't worry if you've just restarted the server or done a reconfigure. This page may take a while to come up, and you may get a server not found or page not found error. Just wait a couple of minutes and then try again. Sometimes the Tomcat instance can take a few minutes to come up. So here I'm just going to log in as admin and put in the password we configured. And now if I go into the administration console, you'll see that I've got a few extra options down here with the search index configuration. So if I just go into the index settings here, you'll see that I've got both search indexes configured down the bottom here. So what I need to do, notice that search index 2 currently is write only, so anyone using Filr at the moment won't actually be getting any results off that server. We need to do a full reindex. So here I just need to check Filr 2, do a reindex everything, and say OK. So that will now initiate a full reindex. My users aren't going to be affected by this. They're going to be using the other indexer at this point. Then we can just close that down. And then most probably what I want to do is go and set that second node to be read and write. So rather than just being write only, we're using it for reading results as well. So not purely a, let's say, a hot standby. If it was a write only, I could go and switch it over to read and write, but always a read and write. So once that's done, I'll just do an apply, and we now have both index servers running on this environment. So thank you for listening. I hope you found this video useful.